to turn off this music. Don't worry, it's a black screen because that's just how Outer Wilds likes to act for me. We're gonna go over to here and it should pop in a minute. There we go. And we are back. We're back with more Outer Wilds. I was gonna get some water real quick. Today has been a day. That's for sure. So, figured we could do some of this. Take the mind off of it. Alright. And now I can just open up my new one where we start. It's already good to go. Getting so many more messages today than I usually do when I start streaming. So sorry about that. Alright, let's go on in and resume what we were doing. I mean, whenever it loads. And for anybody wondering, I have my webcam on the side on purpose. I know it covers up the title and technically the health, but I'm doing that for a reason, because then when we use the little scout, you guys can't see the pictures. So I'd rather sacrifice you guys seeing my health than you guys getting to see whatever random pictures we get. So I don't know what we're gonna do first. I think I'm gonna just go in and try to refresh what we did last week and go look at our little, not summary, but it is technically a summary. We're gonna look at all this stuff so I can remember what's happening. Okay. Also, I don't think I haven't gone to the Ember Twins yet. Have gone to Addlerock. Haven't gone on to here yet. Oh, I know where we were now. We were on Brittle Hollow. Oh, and then that must be the Quantum Moon that I keep getting pushed over to, maybe? And then we know Giant's Deep and the orbital probe cannon. Dark Bramble we have yet to go on to yet. Even though I'm terrified because we found the plant seed or whatever that fell onto our home planet. And it looks terrifying inside of here. The White Hole. Wait, then is the Quantum Moon different than the White Hole? Because the White Hole is where the station is. In the interloper. So, okay, that's okay. Did not remember that. Okay, that's just more to explore. We found, I think, a bunch of stuff under here. Alright. So we're gonna go back to Brittle Hollow. I feel like every single time we go to Brittle Hollow, though, we land on a different spot. And I kind of just never can remember where. Okay. Where am I? Where's the sun, first of all? Okay, there's the sun. I just don't want to go to the sun. That is all that matters to me. Okay, Giant's Deep. That's my planet already. There's Brittle Hollow. Gotcha. Alright. So we're gonna go here and see what we find. Hopefully I don't die the second I get on it. like usual. But I mean, as long as I'm not going into the sun, I think that's really what matters there, right? Alright, let's see, what side are we gonna go to first? So, I feel like... Okay. I think I, like, just made it to not, accidentally killing myself, you know, that type of thing. Why did that just scare me? Like... Okay. Am I finally, like... going towards... Wow, after all these times that I've come here already, and wanted to come to this exact spot... Oh, goodness. And I never could get here for some reason. Now I get here with ease. Like, absolute and complete ease. The first try, excuse me. Like, annoying. This is where I've been trying to go. Was trying to go the whole time that I was... Wow, that made me feel dizzy. Just don't, you know, die on this. Like the last time you almost killed yourself. Alright, so where are we trying to go first? Oh! Oh! There's a... Is that a piece to the thing? Okay, then, but how do I get... How do I get up there? And what's... Oh, this takes me back up. Top? Well, where in the heck is this? Is it like possible though for me to get this? Okay, it is. I was a little nervous that it wouldn't be. Okay, but my thing is... Oh wait, I did put my flashlight. I'm smart. I am the smartest of the smarts. Okay. Ooh, ooh, what did I just do? Okay. All I want is to get over there. Like being 100, like that's really where I'm making a run for it too. Ooh. Like, what is this? Oh, this is the southern observatory. Oh, I got inside. Let me just launch this. Okay, it's still got some integrity. A little bit, but not a lot. So, like... I wonder what it means over here. Like, I know the next time I come here, I'm gonna have to not come here, because there's like a whole civilization I gotta get back to. Trying to understand. Activate the gravity. Call the shuttle home. Okay, but like, wait a second. Oh, and then you gotta call it back home. Then like, did I not call it back home? Oh, and I have 3 minutes of oxygen left. Whoopsie. I gotta either get back to the other guy or I gotta get back to my ship. One of the two. Alright, I think you can get to the Southern Observatory from where he was, though. How is the question? Oh, what? Well, we're gonna try it. We're gonna see where we go. You know, I cannot be scared of death in this game. Okay. Can I make that? Kinda doubt it, but we're gonna try to. Oh, I love having no gravity. I know, I'm looking for trees. I don't think I'm gonna get any. I'm gonna probably just die. You know what? At this rate, that might be an okay death. Considering I have absolutely no clue where I am. And I kinda don't want to fall into the hole, but I'm most likely going to because there's no other place to go. Well, that's nice. Guess we'll fall. Naked. Maybe we can get onto the ship in like a minute. Let's see. Oh, didn't make it. Ran out of oxygen. Oh well. Yeah, take a deep breath, man. You know, the funny thing to me is that Slate never thinks it's weird that we just take the absolute largest breath when we get back. Like, it's so huge. I keep getting killed by ghost matter. None of you use your scout to detect it. You won't, you dumb idiot. Did you think I made that just so you could take pretty little pictures of trees? It has multiple uses. You do know you can use it as a light source, right? Stars above, please tell me you knew that. I didn't know that until I accidentally almost died. Oh, I didn't do this one yet. Had an exciting dream, did you? It's not exactly impossible for the autopilot to get you too close to the sun, but it's not like it'll try to take you there on purpose. Make sure the sun isn't between you and your destination when you engage autopilot, and you'll be fine. Alright. I'm gonna attempt to, since this is still pretty quick, like it's still pretty close to the time, I'm gonna try to just run and fall straight into the black hole. And see if I can get onto the that white hole station with enough time to, you know, actually use it. Wait, is that? There it goes, got it. Okay. Because apparently I have to get there when it's like parallel or something like that. And so far I've been on that station when it was like, what, the end of the 23? And it's not there. So I know it's not the last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes isn't gonna do it. Oopsie, I didn't want to actually do that. Can I get out of the black hole? Okay, good. I just want to park my ship. Right. Alright, so I will go here and fix some stuff first. And then I will go and face plant into the black hole. No. Is that it? Alright, I think that was it. Which means I can go find a hole, hopefully. There shouldn't be an unidentified signal. It should have used the thing. Where's the quantum? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now I gotta go all the way back up. Where the heck is this thing at? There you go. There we go. Got it. Cool. Now I can let myself go fall. And by now I bet you I've like passed the time that I need it. Alright. Maybe I haven't. It looks kind of close. Okay. Almost, come on. Go inside. There we go. see if we can do it. There we go. Oh, it's always really far. I don't understand. Like, I feel like I never can get here within the time, right? Like, how? How am I supposed to get it? The way it's supposed to be. I don't. Like, I'm so confused. So confused. Okay, I'm just gonna check my phone really quick. He keeps texting me. And then on top of it, I keep getting texts and then, like, not seeing them at the same time. If that makes any sense. Like, they're sending and not sending. Alright. Wait, did that move? I feel like it did. I'm not looking for a second. I'm gonna give it like 1 minute and then I'm gonna leave. But part of me feels like I looked down for a little bit and then it moved. Because this is one thing I've just been waiting to do. Finally. Every time I come here, it's always never like at the point. So I'm trying to tell if it's actually moving at all. Because I kind of can't tell. But it does look like it's getting closer. Hey Lenny, how are you? What's up? So I was trying to get here like super fast, but it feels like it's coming around, but I can't tell. Then again, when can I ever? I just want to be able to use the teleporter, unless the teleporter thing isn't like a thing lately. So I don't think you gotta drop that thing anywhere. So I feel like it's just okay. Now it moved away. That I do know. It moved down some. It was looking up more. Okay, I'm probably gonna leave because now it's just yeah, it's moving down again. Oh, come on. Come on, it was just here. It was just up here. And then it left. It's like I can never get this ship to just be in the right spot. I'm okay. You know, it hasn't been the the best day. Been a little eh. So I did get a commission though today, and I might get another one, but right now this guy is like trying to find out why I have two different prices for commercial and personal. So I like told him, but I'm waiting to see what it is. What can I say? Ugh. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Brutal Hollow, and we're not gonna fall straight through this time. We're just gonna go and attempt to get to the same spot that we were at last time that we played, so we could start to discover some more things. I cannot truly remember where we were. I think we were by that that big rock that we were near this time when we went. I think we were when we were able to find the civilization. So I'm gonna try to like retrace my steps and get there that way. Got into their orbit this time, and we're gonna attempt to get that one spot that we wanted. You know, I think that we can get there from here too, right? No, we couldn't get there. No, yeah, we could. Let me get a little closer. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, we're gonna head on out now. I'm going down. But yeah, that's kind of been my day. Had the card thing happen. And I thought at first that like I got a defective mouse or whatever. Just to thankfully find out that it was not defective and I got it to work finally. There's that. Just been feeling kind of weird all week. So, I kind of am hoping that this weekend will be the recharge I need, because I really didn't get to do a recharge last weekend, if we're being honest, and I honestly do think that that has something to do with it. I feel like part of me just needed to have a good day when, like, I didn't really do anything, or not necessarily did anything, but like where I was able to just get myself together and stuff like that. Oh, okay, so we gotta go the other way. So you wanna go towards those, that pathway. I think, at least. I think that was how we got there. And then it's this side, because the other side is should be broken. Should be. Just gonna go faster. Alright. Then hopefully we'll be able to get to the school district. Unless this was a different area. No, okay, good. This is the right place. So, wait, were those the same? Yeah, so that goes the same place. Don't think there was anything down there. Did we already do this? I think we did. The Ash Twin project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Oh, we need scrolls for it. Alright. So let's see if we can find some scrolls scattered around. Oh, scroll! Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. The vessel's warp core is broken. At best, recall those present when the vessel crashed that it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for this risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plum, my father, said many good Nome perished there. My mentor, Klaucolus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. What Melore and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play the fossil fish cave when we were children. Alright, by the way, sorry if my voice sounds a little jumbled today. Solution 2. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. This is the safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. The search for the eye is a futile one. We should choose the option with the least potential for harm. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. Abandoning the vessel's warp core in its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true. However, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poe was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. Okay. And then what was this one? Okay, so it was either retrieve the warp core or create a new one. So that's what the two prospects basically were. Interesting. I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times, it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis. This will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my old mentor, and deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably, but what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in the star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best, and as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. Okay, so they decided to go with option 2, it seems. Doesn't look like there's anything else up here. So they either went with option 2 or they decided to give him time to try to do option 2. Either way, that's what they did. There's nothing up here, right? Nothing that I know of. Okay. Nothing I can see. At least. Okay, so this is the black hole forge controls. Oh. I feel like I went down here last time and I didn't even notice this. Oh. You mean I gotta... So I gotta get back up. Get up there. It seems. How do I get up? Oh, maybe I can go up top, like up here? To get up there? I'm assuming, because there's nothing up there, should be. How do I get up there? Oh no! No! That's what happens when you look away from your screen for 2 seconds. I'm literally just going in circles. Welp. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna just... meditate and come back. Yes. I'm not going through that again. I am not. I refuse. Alright, let's try this again. We're gonna try to get back to everything and just go straight to the controls, pull it up, and then, you know, see if we can get to it from the jump. Go on and get this going. Oh, I have so much art stuff that I'm gonna try to do. So much art stuff. I bought paint. I didn't even need to buy paint. And yet, I like 100% could not control myself. Yeah. Okay. Where we want to go. Trying to do a nice landing. There we go. It's okay if my ship is slanted. That's not a big deal. funny how, like, I feel like the more you play this, the more you start to just memorize stuff and you don't realize you're just memorizing it. Well, that's really all it is memorization. From solving puzzles. Okay, so we gotta go over here. And who knows, maybe there'll be some ledges around since we came here first. And like the entire planet hasn't gotten destroyed yet. But the thing that I'm wondering, the thing that I find is, it's like the Nomai, or the Nome, they've been living here, right? They've been living here forever. It seems. Looking at the architecture and the buildings, like they had full-on cities. So why is it that now suddenly everything on this planet is getting destroyed? Like, I'd imagine that the lantern moon's always been a bit of a problem, but it never should have been a problem to the extent that it is, I feel like. Like, this has to have been like a new thing. Or a new-ish thing. Essentially need to find a way all the way up top. That's what we gotta do. Biggest question is there a way all the way up top? Like, is there an extra one up here and I just don't realize it? I don't think so. So, I'm assuming maybe this way? To get up there. Everything's good over here. Just nothing to do. Okay. Then how do I get on that side? That's the... Oh, up top. Where I look away? Like, something had to have come and just killed them all out of nowhere. Ooh, I thought I was gonna fall off the whole thing. What is the eye signal? Of note, from the let me look in the middle first. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginable. It was, Where's the aliens? That's what we're trying to figure out. Was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? Of note, from the signal, we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't know yet. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. But yeah, so we're kind of in a way trying to figure out what exactly did happen to the aliens, because we do know that they are the reason that, like, oh, is this like their beds and stuff? That's kind of cute. That they're the reason all of this is going on. Like, they caused it. And I think that maybe the probe cannon might have, like, let out some type of really crazy energy, and maybe it killed all the life forms, but it didn't kill, like, the people. I mean, the structures, really, if that makes sense. Like, the structures were able to stay, but the people weren't. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that, circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the eye in some way is wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to any sentient species. Or it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye's signal holds no great, deep meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. In fact, the eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. Okay, so they're all trying to figure this out. Ooh. Nothing to be found, right? Alright, we're gonna do a little drop. Okay. Ooh, I'm surprised it did it. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. So do that. Come down. Okay, so we did all of that just to find out that that is not the way to get there. So, how do we get up top? That's the real question here. 'Cause I don't think there's a way to get up through here. And I also don't think there's a way to get up through here. Yeah. Oop, oop, don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. Oh, that was scary. So how do I get up top? And it looks like it's, like, technically upside down too. Puzzles, man. So I don't think there was anything. Whoopsie. Did I make... Oh, I just made it. Oh, oh, wait. What the heck is this? I imagine I've been hard on Poke again. This in turn means I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than would mixing through shaking, although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke. Some of these names are so funny to me. Alright, let's try to get back up top. Okay. pretty sure there's nothing over here to do. Ooh, I thought I was about to go back through the black hole. As per usual. Alright, so then maybe I can get up top. Of course, I go straight through the whole thing again. Because of course, why would I not? Why would I not? Alright, let me try doing that the way I went the last time. See if I can just jump across. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the right place. But if it even helps me a little bit with trying to find the right area to go to, I'll be happy. Because at the moment I have absolutely zero clue how in the hell. Oh, that music sounded a little weird. Alright, so maybe that's just completely not the place we're supposed to go. So that means we'll just have to figure this out the next time we come here. Since I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up like getting stuck and dying. The music sounds a little weird at the moment. Y'all know that's usually what happens when the music starts sounding a little weird. Oh, that's not actually where I want to go. Getting back across. I want to get back across to the other side. Here I should be able to just go on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so how am I supposed to get up there? Like, am I supposed to do that and then go back up to the surface? Like, is that a thing that I'm supposed to do, maybe? I don't feel like it is, but I mean, at this point, maybe. Okay, well, if I go down, that leads me to some strip of land that I can go across to, at least. And maybe if I can just get across there, that'll be enough. Listen, we are all the way in space. Look at the sun. It's probably like literally 2 seconds from blowing up. Oh, we can't go that way. I can hear the music amping up. So we're about to die. So that's what's about to happen if y'all ain't know. Hope y'all do. Hope y'all are ready for it. I 100% live on it. Oh, there's ghost man over here. So it's nearby, but it's not here yet. Oh, this is the school that we saw the last time, I think. Because we came in here and we read stuff. The spot we had. Oh, this was the ghost matter area. Gotcha. What I should have did actually. No, I'm thinking. Oh wait, Life suspension. But, like, is it dangerous? Ooh! Seem a little dangerous. Okay, but let me look inside. No, go to the middle. Go. There we go. I want to see. Okay, there's one up there too. Oh, there's a scroll here. Ooh, okay. Whew. Just gotta find the room that had the stuff in it. Just gotta find one of the rooms that I could possibly use for scroll, or else I gotta come all the way back here again. And even though I can do it, I don't want to. Come all the way back to read this scroll. And I cannot remember for the life of me where the room was. Ah, man, I'm gonna end up losing. I'm gonna have to remember where this was. I can feel it. I already know that's what's gonna happen. There's no way I'm gonna have enough time to make it. Literally no way. Yeah, I can hear it in the music. Well, I'm just running. Running as fast as I can. Yep. Hear it. Why we should build a new vessel. Each Nome clan explores the universe in its own vessel. The vessel is the heart of every clan. It's unusual for Nome to remain in one place for so long. Nome are wanderers and have no permanent home. If we built a new vessel, we could return to our adventurous way of life. Imagine all the new places we could go. Our clan wouldn't be stuck here in the star system. We could even meet with other Nome and learn from them, like Colas says we used to. It probably wouldn't be hard to get parts if we stopped building other new things, and if we broke down other structures, like the towers and Ash Twin for parts. We might have to build a smaller vessel for now, even though vessels are normally large, but we can make it bigger later once we reach planets with more resources. It would also help if we stopped building so many things to search for the eye of the universe. I asked Yarrow, and he says we use lots of resources on the Ash Twin project. We could even have a warp core for jumping long distances like vessels have. Poke tells me she plans to make a very advanced warp core for a different project. I'm sure she could connect it to the vessel for travel because Poke is smart. Yes, you did it! You read it. I was like 100% certain that we were not going to get it in time. Want to see where exactly it goes. Does it go down low enough where I can see it from the bottom one? You saw me run in to get that thing though, right? I'm just trying to find out as much stuff as I can while I'm alive in this game. So it's okay, it's pretty low down. So more than likely the only way to get it is to go up, but where exactly is up? Maybe it's... Wait. Wait a second. Maybe that's the... I think I know where it is now. I think I know where it is now. Oh, look at the sun. Alright, so I think I know what we have to do the next time we come here. I think I have to push it up, and then once it's up there again, we leave. And we go upstairs to the surface of the planet. And we go to the area that has those lights on it. Because we did go around and look at it and there's nothing there. I think that's why. I was gonna wait until it blew up, but I'm pretty sure it's not yet. So we're gonna meditate. Hey Bushy, no problem. Enjoy your lurk. We're just kinda in here chilling today. It's been a day, so I'm doing my best to relax pretty much. Making some new discoveries as per usual in this game. As you probably already know, my goal now is to figure out somehow Brittle Hollow, or at least as much as I can, because I'm pretty sure I'll probably end up coming back at some point, but I'm gonna try to figure out as much as I can here, and I think I figured out one piece, so we're gonna try and get that part done. But how are you though, Bushy? How's your day been? I hear ya. I'm just here trying to get some writing out of the way, so yeah, I get you. Did a lot of drawing and stuff today. I started working on, there it goes, a new hoodie design. I mean, technically, it's an old hoodie design, because it's an old painting, but I'm digitizing it pretty much. So I'm redrawing it digitally. See how that goes. It's going pretty good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do multiple colors for it or not, but drawing it as if I am for now at least. So we'll see. But now I'm gonna have to start working on some commission stuff because I got a couple commissions today, so that's always nice. Well, one technically. I gotta reply back to this person because they decided to text me the second I went live on stream, so that's where we're at now. Go back. Okay. I do so much to try my best to not die in this game. Look at that. Beautiful. A beautiful landing. I'm proud of myself. Alright. Okay. Let's go do this again. But this time with a little bit of, you know, initiative. Because I kind of know what I'm doing now. Sort of, kind of. Not really, but somewhat. So, we're gonna attempt to do this. And figure out how to get into whatever that ship is. Or elevator thing. And it'll be nice because that means that I'll be able to get some air after a while because I can go to where the trees are. The only thing that's good though is that it seems the Nomad needed oxygen as well. Maybe not that much, but it does seem as though oxygen was something that they needed at least at the bare minimum, because there are a lot of trees down here. Unless they just liked it because it looked pretty, who knows, but maybe it was something they needed a little bit, not just not a ton of it or something. Who knows? Who knows what them three-eyed people liked? at this point. All I know is they had colossal structures, so something obviously went terribly wrong when they were starting everything. Okay, so you're gonna go across from here. There it goes. Alright, we're gonna go back up to my ship. Gonna make the same exact trek back, pretty much, that we came on, and hope to God that our path is still there. That's all we can do. Because who knows, maybe this is something you can only do in the beginning anyway, because when you look at it, eventually, yeah, you see? There's a lot less of the bridge there by the ending of the 23 minutes. So I'm assuming you've got to make it by a certain time to ensure that you get back. Alright, what side is it to go up top again? Alright, where... Oh, it's over here, I'm assuming. I got very confused. Alright, there we go. Ooh, ooh. Okay. I've actually never gone back up this way. Because I actually never have gone back up from over here in Brittle Hollow yet, so this is going to be a first of going back to the surface for me. Ugh, come on. Get back. Okay. And now I just gotta get back to my ship so that hopefully I can remember where in the hell that one piece was located. I think it's where the snow is. Wherever the snowy areas are. And that was the guy's ship. There, then maybe it's on the other side? Was that one of the peaks? Okay, and then that's the probe cannon. Just in a circle, so it must be this way instead. Like a very specific there. Over here, I think it is. Yeah, over here. I think. I'm gonna see. Maybe it's the observatory place instead, but this is at least what I'm hoping it is. Let me just refill while I'm here. One of these kind of like looked like there was an opening, or at least that was where the top area would go. So it wasn't this one, this was the other side. So I guess it's in the other one, maybe? We're gonna see. Alright, well maybe not. I'm confused then. How do I get up top? That's not it. Is there an area that I can see underneath, maybe? Oh, there's an edge. Take a peek. Okay, then where is this little space? How do I get in? Maybe it is where I'm just supposed to go in through the random passages or something. Maybe it's not where you can get in through the top, I assume. Where's that other? I mean, I assume that this is still not it. Right here. Can I, like, go back? To the surface? Okay. There we go. Let my thing park itself, basically. Because I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be where I can't get inside. Because that was the, like, big reveal or whatever when you talk to, what was his name? Where the heck is his ship? Remember where there it goes. Alright, so, because the entrance was near where his ship was. Why do I feel like I found it so easy? And now it's like, I don't even remember where it is. Oh, is it this little area I keep bypassing? Yeah, it was. Okay. I still can't do it. Alright. So, we are going to go back down to one of the cracks and see if I can figure out what it is that I'm too dumb to realize. So, where are we trying to go? That was the bridge from before. So not there. Not on that side. Hey Sam. What's up? We're over here trying to figure out the puzzles of Brittle Hollow. Because I'm a little confused. But you know, if you're not confused during a puzzle game, then what are you? But how are you today? How's it been going? I just wish I could, like, you know, refuel my jetpack or something. But I guess that's what I get for literally leaving my spaceship, like, so far away. That's what I get. Is this still where I can't get inside of here? That's still, like, a thing? Yeah, I'm assuming it's still like a thing. I can't get in here. So basically what we're at right now, Sam, is we had found like look, it looked like a little shuttle type ship thing that they must have been working on. And we got the control for it to make it go up. But the thing is that we are obviously still not connected to it, which is the problem. So I'm trying to figure out where in the heck to So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get to the shuttle. And I thought that I just knew I figured it out. I just was 100% certain. I don't even think I can see it anymore. I thought that I could get to it by going to the surface and going to this little piece of like, I think it's all the way down there actually, because it's by where like the school and stuff is. I think I might meditate and just go back to that area and redo it. But yeah, so I thought that I could get inside maybe by going to the surface to this area that resembled what it looked like from the bottom. So it did it, and it didn't work. It didn't do anything. So I was trying to see if I could get back inside, and it didn't work. So we're gonna go back, and I'm gonna go back to the same spot, look to back up again like usual, and we're just gonna explore in there and see if maybe we happen to land on it, because it goes up too high where I cannot figure out where there's a spot to get to it close enough. And that's what my problem is. And I don't even know necessarily if I'm even supposed to go inside of it. But I want to. Or at least I want to see if I can get close enough to it. No, I'm not good at this. I'm surprised I even can fly in here. But yeah, so that's what we're kind of up to. We're trying to figure out what we're uncovering. And since you were here, what we did uncover so far with the story is that it seems as though something is going on with the vessel. I have to try to remember what the vessel is, but I'll look at it again in the little summary. But they're trying to come up with two solutions. One solution is to, just, oh, I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay. Oof. Let's go repair some stuff first, because they would pay attention. But yeah, so it's either they're gonna try to remake the vessel, or they're just gonna try to like get it back or something. So, but it seems as though they went with the option of trying to recreate a simpler version of the vessel. But the problem though is it seems as though the person who's gonna try to recreate it was the apprentice of the person who originally did. So they weren't even alive when it was made, so they're not even 100% sure that they can do it. So, yes, that's what's kind of happening right now. I'm trying to go to a very specific spot. I gotta find where I see I think it's this way. I need to find where the camp used to be. There we go. Because that's where I'm trying to go inside of. That's the entrance I need to do what I need to do. That's what we're gonna do here. Oh, let's just go on right there. There we go. That's good enough. But you'll see when we go in. This is like my 5th time turning this thing on. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can actually get something right. I mean, we did find stuff. Not like we haven't been finding things while we're attempting, but the thing I want to do is the thing we're not doing. At this rate, I could speed run this little area just because I've done it so much. I'm lying though, I couldn't speed run it. I am not good at it. Okay. Okay, so this is the towers. Got you. So I guess each side goes to one of the two. And straight ahead is the 2 towers which you want to go to. I'm guessing because now that I'm just starting to really do this. No, I went the wrong way. It's this way, I think. Yeah, this way. This is the tower. Because it's where the bridge is. Watch out for the black hole. Listen, at this point now, I'm not even scared of the black hole anymore. I'm just upset because I can't ever do the warp thing. And I'm pretty sure that there's something probably in the way of making me warp, because it's like no matter what time I go, it seems like, or at least it feels like no matter what time I go, oh snap. That's why I can't get up, because the towers are broken. Now it makes sense. Okay, so if I do want to go up, maybe I have to try to go up this way only. But first, before I go up, I gotta go down. Man, that changes stuff, but probably also doesn't change stuff, because I'm still probably pretty sure I still can't get up there. So this is the thing I'm talking about. This thing goes up. I just don't know if I'm actually supposed to go in it or not. But, like, the towers are broken. So I can't actually ever get up high enough to try. Pretty sure I'm just got myself stuck. Whee! Oh gosh, I almost died. But you see what I was trying to do? I was trying to see if I could get up top, but I guess not. Maybe I'm not supposed to get up top there. But like you see, that thing's all the way up there. So, oh, I see why it didn't do anything. It really isn't up there. Then I want, alright. We're gonna go down and see if from going down if we can get up. Because we went up already and then it didn't do anything. So we're gonna maybe go down a little bit and see what happens. I don't think I've even gotten to see all the areas over here yet. At least I don't think. I might have already, but we're gonna check. And it really does look like the gravity should be able to flip eventually if we wanted to. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it definitely, when you are looking at the ceilings, like not the ceilings, the ceilings, it looks like you're supposed to be able to walk on the tops of them, like on the actual ceiling. It's kind of how they look set up. Like that would be a possibility. Maybe that's something I gotta find in order to do it. And then this is where, this is where the ghost is. Got you. Oh, this was where the school was from before. We've already read this stuff though, guys, so don't worry. And there was nothing up there, so we can go back down. There was some, like, random areas though that we haven't seen. If I can get back to it. It's such a maze that I have a hard time figuring out where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, I got scared. I thought it was gonna die. By the way, if I'm a little quiet today, I'm very sorry. What? Why? What? Why? Okay, that was weird. Y'all caught that glitch? Like, it wasn't letting me leave the room. I was 100% stuck for a minute. To get up there. Like, how? Why does it keep doing that when I get a little close? There we go. Like, I don't understand why it keeps making it where I can't leave certain areas. It makes me wonder if eventually I'm gonna find. So I've already done a few of these. So this is, what is this? So I need to get to the Black Hole Forge. Black Hole Forge is supposed to be the top floor. So that means that I am right technically. I should be able to get top. That thing just broke. That's what it is. I think. Because there should, I think, be another one up there. But I literally cannot get up there. Wait. That is that still connected to the top part? We're about to go and see if we can get back to my ship in time. I doubt it though. I think I went the wrong way. Move forward. I'm pretty sure that like nowadays the bridge is broken completely. I'm like pretty sure. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's still okay. It really is though. It's like really cold outside. I'm like, see? I knew it. Can I make it across? Oh no. That was definitely about to kill me. Okay. Alright. Well, we made it. That was weird. Alright, so where's the over here? Okay. I mean, thankfully I got a little better at the hops because I was gonna die. So I'm looking for the entrance to get into the Black Hole Forge. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And right now, I cannot find where there's like a way to get to it from inside. So I'm wondering if there's like a way to get to it from the surface. And originally the first way that I tried to do it didn't work. But part of me still feels like my idea is somewhat in the right spot. It's just maybe I'm going to the wrong building? Maybe? I'm not even completely sure anymore. But I'm attempting to do my best. So I'm gonna try to get back to the snowy area before we all blow up. And we're gonna just see how it goes. Because I need to find the snowy pits. so that we can, where are the enemies? It's not there. It's on one of the poles, because that's the cannon. And the cannon isn't what we're looking for. Cannon isn't the place we want. Yeah, I feel like we want this area. Can we park? Ship, please. Can we park it? I don't even care. This thing's gonna blow up very soon anyway, so we're gonna just try to leave. Puzzles, yes. Of course, I go through the wrong part. And I'm assuming it's not there. But, like, what is this? Yeah, this is the hanging city below. And we can't go down. But I feel like there should be an entrance someplace. Maybe not in here, but in one of these areas, because it's technically very close to where all that stuff was. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I don't know if y'all noticed it, but like, this area looks very, very familiar to what the, not that. To how the top part of the other area looked. Like, you see, like, it had this part here. But the thing was just that it wasn't literally on it. It was near it. That's what I realized. So I think I'm still close. I just don't know where in the hell it is. But it looked... But it looked like it was in this vicinity. At least I'm hoping it is. Oh, I'm getting low on fuel. Where is that ship? Okay. So... yeah, you do see it, right? So... I mean, I could very much be completely wrong and out of the loop. For all I know. Like, I won't sit here and say that I'm definitely right. I want to get a better overhead view. I just really feel like it should be somewhere here. Oh, that thing looks like it's not trying to go away. The problem is just like... figuring out where. Yeah, like... okay, so I'm not going completely crazy, because that is... we are literally on top of it. We are literally on top of it completely. Like... it's literally in there. So then... maybe we're not supposed to go to it then. Maybe that's what it is. Or we're just supposed to figure out all the other stuff first, maybe? Like... maybe that's the thing. Like, we have to uncover all the other things before we're able to get into the Black Hole Forge. I wouldn't put it past them that would be a thing. I very much can see that becoming what we're supposed to do. And this is the probe cannon. How's that looking? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go down. We're gonna see how it goes, how it is. I'm gonna attempt to throw this thing back up like I did the last time. Is there anything up top to do? Oh, wait. I can go inside of that? Wait a second. I can go... Oh, wait. All this time, I called it back the last time and threw it straight inside and I couldn't get it back. Hold up. Hold on a good minute. I am here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I am about to stand for the first time on the quantum moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the quantum moon always welcomes its visitors at the south. What just happened? Okay. Like, I'm quite confused. Maybe did the world explode while I was inside of here? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I did go a long time. Hey, Allie. How are you? You've come during our space puzzle adventure. That's what we do on Fridays. We do Outer Wilds. So I'm just gonna go straight back to here when we wake up. Off to Brittle Hollow. Because I want to finish reading what I didn't get to read. Before, you know, we died. So. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm pretty good, enjoying a latte and journaling. How are you? That's good. I like space and puzzles, so that works perfect. You are gonna love this game then, probably. Or at least I hope you will, because I like it a lot. And I'm okay. I'm doing a little better now after I started, like, streaming and stuff. Hasn't been the best day, to be honest. I haven't been feeling the best. Didn't start off good either. Just, you know, no one likes to have it be where it's, what, 10:30, 11 o'clock. You woke up late because you couldn't sleep, and then the thing that greets you is to know that somebody decided to spend $77 at Walmart and you were not the person that did it, and yet it was on your card. So I don't have my card for a little bit. I have to wait because somebody tried to hack my account and use my card. Yeah, that's how I started my day off today. And then I thought I got a defective mouse because I was playing with my friend a game the other day, and I was telling her that I couldn't figure out how to get my keybinds to work in the game. So she was like, oh, well, you should try it out on another game, because if not, then you should take it back, because then it's effective, because you should be able to, like, assign all the buttons on your mouse to, you know, your game or whatever. So first I thought I tried another game and it didn't do it, so I thought maybe it was in fact effective, and then I realized that I had to assign it through the actual program. So thankfully my mouse does work. But yeah, that was how my day went. Oh no, a little distraction therapy never hurt. Exactly. Oh, hey, Scorpion. Yeah, it's the problem. Thankfully, I don't really spend much money besides on art anyway. So, and funny enough, I just spent money on Arteza because I bought watercolor and I also bought gouache. So who knows? Maybe one of my art streams I'll do like a swatching of all 60 gouaches that I got because it was a sale, so I got the 60 pack instead of the 24 because 24 was out of stock, and it was technically almost the same exact price anyway of the 60 pack. So I was just like, I'll just get the 60. So we will see how that goes. They didn't even like buy an Xbox or something. Listen, I don't know what they were doing. They spent $77 though in Walmart. And I don't really go to Walmart, so I'm here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I am about to stand for the first time on the Quantum Moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the Quantum Moon always welcomes its visitors at the South Pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, and we are. I'm ready. Alright, I need a little bit of water though. My mouth is getting a little dry. Much better. That right here. Wash always looks fun, but I've never tried it. I've never tried it either. So I really want to try it out because I really enjoy acrylic and watercolor. So I feel like that'll be a good. What does this do? Did I just blast myself off? Did I just... No, we don't want this. I'm just gonna take my little self back here. That was weird. Okay, hi Jarvis, how are you? I've given up on Walmart nowadays. Target is alright though. I go to Target so much. Well, not anymore though, unfortunately, but I used to. Walmart's too depressing. Listen to the silhouette challenge, Letty. Don't even say that. You know I'm not gonna do it. It's the atmosphere, honest. It is. It is. Listen, whenever I go in Walmart, I feel like somebody wants to like trample me sometimes. It doesn't help that like literally the Walmart that I'm here, someone like people did get trampled one year for Christmas. Like it was kind of crazy. Alright, I'm gonna make it come back. I kind of want to go back inside. I don't know why. Cause like, how do you control that thing? That's what I want to understand. A little weird. Wally World amazing. I don't think we have a Wally World here. See, I'm not the type who wants to have any type of fights while I'm trying to shop. So why I probably couldn't go to Waffle House because I ain't about that life. From the way that it sounds. Okay, so that thing has one of those. That's why I'm able to do that. Okay, so imagine I just shot myself out into the sun. Oh, that would not be fun. Oh, so maybe if I could like line it up maybe with the other planet and then shoot myself off into the abyss. Maybe that's the thing. Waffle House is good but cursed. Yeah, it sounds like it. I've never been to a Waffle House though. How do you... Then... I'm so confused. Then why did this one go? But the last time it was the middle one that went. Well, bye-bye world. I don't like that there's technically an entire opening right there. So, but then what does this stuff do? And then I think the middle one is supposed to warp you back, right? Yeah, so the middle one warps you back. So middle warps back. Left blasts you off. Right, I have no clue what it does. Right when I'm still pretty... No, don't kill me though now. Okay. Definitely hung out in Wally World as a teen in Florida though. We only acknowledged the Waffle Houses where the cook smoking a cigarette. And then cussing at you because you ordered that food. I hate y'all. 3 a.m. Waffle House. I need my Waffle House a bit dingy. I grew up on Cracker Barrel, personally. They should add alien pets to this game. Cracker Barrel is special occasion Waffle House. I need a Waffle House with bulletproof glass at the entrance. Cracker Barrel be too racist. Listen, I haven't even been to Cracker Barrel, to be honest. My family was the one that when we went down south, we just went to IHOP. And it was mainly because my grandpa just always wanted IHOP. But like, oh wait, are we falling? I think we are. Okay. Good to know. Quite good to know. Oh wait. Wait a second. If I can get onto that... Whoa. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. No. Wait, I'm so dizzy. I can't stop spinning. I just wanted to go onto that path. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my... Stop it. No, stop it. Stop rolling. Please stop. Oh. No, I don't want to spin. Please. Please. Stop it. I cannot stop spinning. Oh my god. Stop it. Will matching it help me? I'm so dizzy. Oh crap, I completely shot it because it wanted to make me spin today. Why is it making me spin today? Oh my god. I just wanted to go on that little path thing. I'm about to give up. I am 100% about to give up. Okay, I give up. I'm meditating. I can't do it. I cannot. That was too much. I thought I could make it stop spinning, and I could not. It would not let me stop. You did manifest that you were gonna make me spin. I'm gonna have to block you. Because that was not it. That was not it. That was way too much. So, I apologize to anybody who got super dizzy. Because that was... Yeah, I couldn't be an astronaut if, like, that would happen to me. Like, imagine you're, like, on your way to a space station. And, like, you get thrown out of a black hole. Then you're like, yay, it's a straight shot to the pathway to the space station. I should be okay. Just to then see that your body, like, maybe your foot hit, like, something, and then you just start spinning in zero gravity, out of control. Like, oh no, that's not what we want. Okay, so I think technically we've done everything we need over there, to be honest. I should try to go to the lantern one, Howell's Lantern, eventually. Maybe that'll be the next place I go to. I think I'm gonna now try to go to the other side, because that's the only other place we haven't gone to yet. Because we've been to the 2 pillars, we've been to the orbital probe cannon thingy, or at least the fake one, you know, that one. So now we just need to find that other area. Alright. Where is that, like... Not this place. But that's another place that I can't get inside of yet. But there's another area where we found one of the shuttles. And I remember the first time we came here, I was very confused. Because, okay, it must be on the other side. Because there was, like, a pathway to go down. And I was I thought that maybe I was going crazy and I was scared to fall down yet, so I didn't take it. But I gotta see where it is. Should be coming up a little further. Like, where direction is it? Nothing like having to fly around an entire planet to attempt to get to a place, just for you to still be going in the complete wrong direction. That's what it's feeling like right now. I'm not going in the right there we go, that's where we want to try to go to. That's what we want now. Oh, I didn't mean. Buckle back up. Okay. Okay. Unbuckled a little too quickly. Is there an end goal for this game, or is it more just exploring? I believe there is. I think that the end goal is to figure out how to stop the supernova that happens at the end. Cause I don't know if you're gonna play this or not. But if you're going to watch me, it's going to get spoiled for you anyway. So, but you can let me know if you don't want me to do the big spoiler. But, I mean, it's going to happen if you watch. Alright, and then we already went down here, I think. Scared the mess out of me. I don't really care about spoilers in general. Okay, cool. Well, the big like thing about this game is that the sun blows up every 23 minutes. So that's the thing in here. And so you're trying to figure out why the sun is blowing up. And it's weird because I think that technically everything happened right before you were supposed to go out, And it happened when you looked at a statue, and the statue showed you all of your own memories, and then suddenly from that moment on, every 23 minutes, you were stuck in a time loop, and everything dies in supernova. So you're pretty much trying to figure out what caused it. And right now we're seeing that the other life forms, the Nome, it seems as if they caused it. The Nome or the Nomai or whatever they are, they caused it. Use caution. A black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Oh, that's all you wanted to tell me? I could have told you that. I knew that. Oh, okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. No, I didn't want to go into the... I'm redoing it. I don't want to go all the way back to the White Hole Station. I don't want to go spinning again. We're going back. Thanks for the alright. May they rest in peace and awaken shortly. But yeah, it's a super cool concept. Like, I had already knew about the spoiler before I played it, because I watched too many, like, game synopsis videos talking about everything about games. And I watched somebody talk about it. They didn't really talk about it in depth, so I don't really know anything else about the game besides that, the supernova thing. But I had already knew about it. But despite it, it's still pretty cool the first time that it happens. So that's always nice. I enjoy when, like, even if you do have a spoiler, like, the games, or the whatever type of media you're using, it still makes it worth experiencing on your own. Oh, perfect. I'm at the exact spot that I need to be in. That's what we like to see. Yeah, if the media is good, spoilers shouldn't ruin it. Exactly. Okay. I came in a little too hot. That's an understatement. Alright, I just need to go a little bit to the other side so that I don't break anything. Okay, alright, this should be a good enough spot to do that. Okay, and now I can repair my ship. Because it is busted. Alright. Where are you messed up? Oh. I think it was just that area. I don't think there was any other place messed up. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. I don't even need to go through there. I think I can just get to it from over here. I think. It's the journey. It is the journey. Okay. I gotta be quicker than that. Okay. We can't be slow. Not now. Run it. Alright. We did it. Oh, we're in a new area. Okay. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. I don't trust this. Shooting these things just to keep my surface integrity. Oh, that's a big thing to look at. I'm gonna be doing that stupid run a lot then, I'm assuming. Because there's probably a lot of different areas to go to here. actually. Keep these here. Keep my surface integrity next to me at all time. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. Can I see anything here? No? Okay. Figured I'd try. Oh, got a little dizzy. I have a pretty big assumption that, like, this area is going to be one of the first areas to fall. Like, kind of just really feel that. We can hear the other escape pods' distress signals, which gives me hope. Folly, are you still here? I'm unsure how to survive in this place without you. I'm unsure how to be me without you. Aww. Okay. There's nothing else up here to see. Ugh. Oh, there's markings over there. Let's go see what that is then. Oh, is this the vessel? I can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in that place? Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Anona and I checked before the warp. The warp core and navigation systems were both well. We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with their destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Okay. Wonder where Escape Pod 3 went. So this must be the vessel. Looks like a little, like, octopus thingy. So they must have gotten a signal from the eye of the universe. Oh no. Oh no, they're on Bramble, whatever it is. Oh, that's where the other pod is probably gonna be. I don't want to go there. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, great. Oh, great. See? Told you guys. This is gonna be the first place that, left us. I knew it. And then I knew it. That means we're just gonna die soon, because there's no place else to go. We're gonna just disintegrate. That's fine. We're gonna come right back anyway, because we're stubborn. Alright, where else can we go? Don't... Okay, so we went over there already. Is there anything up here? Given concerns about our settlement's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the eye's signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Oh. This is starting to make some sense. So wait, so hold on 1 second. I'm gonna take it off after I talk. Lenny. But I think that now this makes sense. So this was the first place that they landed, which means that what we found in that other area on the other side is more recent, and this stuff is super old, more than likely. And it seems as though Anona was still alive here, whereas it seems as though in the area where the schools and stuff and all the permanent looking things are, it seems as though either Anona is dead or Anona is so old that they don't do work anymore, because now Poke is the one who's trying to recreate the vessel so that they can, I think, like, get away and everything. So who knows how long they've been here then? They've been here for a long time. Thank you, Lenny. Okay, time to hate you. And I haven't taken my glasses off in a while, so I'm like 100% sure I can't see anything. What time is it? It is... If you see me squinting at the chat, that's why, because I can't see. Thank goodness I have, like, a bunch of very, very bright lights here right now. This is so cool. So this is kind of how they navigate, I assume. And that's also why you'll see these on the other side more, I guess. This is so pretty. I just hope I don't die. I feel like there's something falling at me, but I cannot tell. Oh wait, I'm getting... Wait a second. Wait a gosh darn sec. This changes everything. Wait a second. Wait a second. Then does this... Are there more areas like that that I didn't notice because I didn't look up? Because we've been here. This is the regular, like, this is the school district. This is the actual civilization. Are there... There can't be. And I only have 3 minutes of oxygen. Let me go next to some trees. I know there's trees in here. Oh, that's wild. That's crazy. Where the trees are? They in this room? I know they're somewhere. Ah, oxygen. That is all that I wanted. I don't need anything else over here but oxygen. Okay, and then I went in there already. And that goes from here. Because I don't think at least if there's anything else to do in there. Oh, I almost killed myself. Okay, so it's safe in here. It's just probably not safe in there. Yeah. Okay, and then that's not up yet, but it's like really close there. Ghost matter detected nearby. Yes, I know. I don't want to fall in. It's not what I want. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh! Did I get the scroll last time? I can't remember. Is this the same scroll that I grabbed? Oh no! Okay. Okay. I didn't mean to jump out. I meant to go all the way to the end. Oh man. How long has it been? I mean, I think it's been 5 minutes now, right? I'll wait like 1 more minute and then I'll go on out. Because I don't know where I am. Because where does the school area at? Okay, and then that's the... Alright, so there's nothing in here. Alright, I think it's been 5 minutes. Can put my glasses back on now. Can see. Thank goodness. Is it PC buzzing in the background? I don't think so. Shouldn't be. But how are you, operator? Oop, oop. How are you tonight? What? This keeps... Why is that a thing that keeps happening to me over there? I don't understand. Did I? Oh, I thought I put away my scroll. I think I looked at this one though already. So I don't think I actually need it. But I'm still shocked that that was a thing. We're still gonna next time go to the other side, but now I'm like really wondering if there's more areas if you look up. Maybe why we should build a new vessel. It probably wouldn't be hard to get parts if we stopped building other new things. And if we broke down... I think we read this already. Yeah, I think we read that already. So we got that one. Now I'm just kind of looking around trying to make sure there aren't areas with those those lights everywhere. Because I really was not expecting to land there because I never looked up. Like, I would 100% never looked up. And the low-key, I'm a little mad that I never did. Because I really should have. And I could have just walked across the whole time. My thing, though, is how do I get up there? Well, one, let me actually push the thing down. I didn't do that. I forgot that that's something I actually have to do. So we're gonna pull that. We're gonna see if there's anything else I can do up here. Do that. Oh, think there's anything over here, but I'm just tempted to check. But I don't believe there's anything on the walls. I feel like over here I would have noticed it. Yeah, I don't see anything. I just still don't understand how we're supposed to get up top. Because this is all broken. I'm not trying to glitch my game either. But definitely the last time we came in here, I got myself stuck. And I've gone straight across before. That was weird. Done everything in the old halls. Just so like confused. Oh wait, I don't think I've gone up here. Wait a second. We've never gone up here. We are trying to look at stuff so much that I'm like not even looking where I'm going. Well, we probably could have just went on the other side. Probably makes more sense to go this way. Wait, that's another entrance? So, you're telling me that's another way to get inside? Really? And the knowledge of the area grows. Honestly though, like does make it where now I don't have to park so far away if I want to just go to the school district, that's for sure. But it still makes me feel so confused about that one thing that I've been trying to figure out, because there is that entrance. But like you would think that there would be something else to get inside of. Then, like if there's nothing else here, right? There's no other way to get into the Black Hole Forge? Is there even a Black Hole Forge? Like, I am so, like, randomly lost in this. And I'm pretty sure I'm probably, like, stressing about parts of the puzzle that I didn't need to stress about. I also have absolutely no fuel. Like, I'm 100% sure I'm probably over here looking at pieces of the puzzle that I'm not even supposed to be looking at. Like, they want me to go to point A, and I'm at, like, point D. Or something that isn't even really a point. Let me try to remember where that was. Was that over here? No. Where was that entrance? So I can make sure I remember it. Like, there's a lot of little places that look like they could have been entrances. Okay, so that's the entrance. And I'm gonna like 100% lose fuel in a minute. Oh, now I'm using my oxygen. Well, that's nice. That's just lovely. That's a cool mechanic. You learn more with each loop. You really do. It's kind of the best part so far of this game, is how much you're learning. And I like that there's honestly like a lot of little, oh yeah. They're not using anything as a propellant. It's not propelling me anywhere. It's not doing anything. This oxygen is a scam. It's like the lightest burst of a propellant. We're about to leave anyway, because I want to go back to the other side. So we're gonna do some meditation and go on back to the other side of the ship. I mean, not the ship, the planet. And, you know, see how that all goes. Keep getting so many messages today, and I don't understand. Like, why am I suddenly so popular? But I possibly might have a commission, but I'm wondering if this guy is, for some reason, annoyed that I have different rates depending on if you're doing personal or commercial use. Because my friend posted the stickers that I designed for her, and he wanted to get pricing for something similar, and I told him that it depends on if it's personal or commercial. And he was like, I'm assuming you have different rates, may I ask why? So I told him. I haven't gotten a response yet, so we're gonna see. Let's see how that goes. He said definitely commercial. So I just gotta figure out what exactly he wants. Because I noticed a lot of my friends who have seen her stickers are all the type who are just like, oh, what's this? What's the price? I'm like, well, it depends on what you actually want. And nobody wants to just tell me like what it is they actually want. Everyone just wants the exact price, and I'm like, I can't tell you price until you actually kind of tell me what it is that you're looking for. I can't read your mind. Alright, we're gonna go back. Okay. Oh goodness. We go up. Come on. I'm gonna go closer to here. There we go. Nice and easy. Got it. It's good enough. Alright. Right on back to where we were. Excuse me. Good. Time to make that run for it. It's like, in all honesty, I don't know how these even lasted as long as they did. Considering that the first second that we touch them, they just disappear completely. There's nothing over here, right? Okay, good. So we gotta try to remember where exactly we went the last time. Okay, so that was the ending. So we went there last time. And we gotta do all the places we didn't go to. Because we didn't get to go to everywhere the last time that we were here. And I want to make sure that we see everything. And there's stuff down there that I'm pretty sure we didn't see. Did we read this one? Is the hardest part of this tragedy not knowing who we may have lost, or will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well, Aunt Mallory. Yeah, so this is like when they first crash landed on this planet. That's what this is. Their first crash landing. I'm like trying my best to remember the places we didn't go to. And I don't fully remember it all. Because sometimes these places all look the same. We did go here, but I think there were some spots we didn't get to see while in here. Like, I don't think we got up there. Yeah, we didn't get in here. I don't think these get anything, right? Okay, good. So that just gave me some oxygen. Nothing too crazy. Let's get back before it falls. Okay, and we went there already. Then we went to the left already. I mean to the right. So, I'm gonna assume that we went everywhere. I'm gonna assume it. Oh, thank you for the raid, Skywalker, or Firewalker. How are you guys? What's up? What were you playing? Were you playing Outer Wilds as well? Okay, awesome. We're in Brittle Hollow, where the like shuttle was, where they had their temporary civilization. Are you in the beginning, or like are you in the middle or the end? I don't know if you can even tell where you are in this game. Speed running Outer Wilds, got you. But yeah, we're in Brittle Hollow. Wait, where am I going? Where am I going that I'm about to not know where I am? Guess that's the right spot? Yeah, this is right. Okay. Your chat has now been taken over by the speedrunning community. Oh, welcome. I love how you guys went from speedrunning to just... Great! That's nice. Oh, thank goodness. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. Alright. But I love how you guys went from like speed running to me over here just kind of chilling, casually playing. Okay. Am I going backwards? Can't tell. Yeah, I went backwards. Whoopsie. Very cozy ceiling. Yeah, very cozy ceiling. So what did I do? Okay, I see what I did wrong. I went and then I fell and I got mixed up and thought that I was falling in the wrong direction. But it was falling in the right direction. Nothing to do up there, right? I don't think so. Actually, can I see about, is there anything I can do and jump up there? Doubt there's anything to do. I'm like, why not? Okay, so there's nothing over here. Alright, everything I've found. So I'm still confused as to what I haven't found yet. I feel like there's something I'm missing. I feel like there's something I'm missing over here. I just haven't figured it out. Thank you for following, guys. Kirby and the Strange Pie. Let me just pause this real quick while I read the chat. We do that after most streams now. Check out some casual players. Okay, good. Watching casual reactions of this game never gets old. This is why not the game. Basically. Damn, you got a ban and in-game action redeem option. I wish I had enough to ban walk. Oh man, I'd hate you. Ban the ship. Well, thankfully I'm not even near my ship right now. I actually want to go down because I feel like there's nothing to do anymore on here. Maybe I'll meditate and go back to well, not back, but try to see if I can go to Hollow's Lantern for the first time, because I feel like I could probably try to shoot for it. I think I'll probably die the second I get there, but like you said, why not? Because there are those parts that look like you could land. Just trying to land on the parts that's not, you know, lava. And I still cannot figure out how to get up there. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get up top, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get to the top. Like there's a whole thing over there. Yeah, so I gotta figure out how to get up there one day. Because I still don't understand how to do it. I'm so confused about it. So maybe I'll try and go to Hollow's Lantern. Just to give myself a break. Because I've been over here trying to figure out how to get to that one area for the longest, and I cannot for the life of me. Ban the spacesuit. You see, that isn't even a good ban, because the second I land on any planet, I just automatically die. So I can't even do anything. It's so much more interesting getting around the place without walking. I mean, it's true. Is definitely true. So I think I'm gonna try to get to the lantern. You know, a planet is not chill if Hollow's Lantern is where one goes to chill. Right? You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Even though I will 100% say that Brittle Hollow was a nice break from trying to figure out, what was it? The Giant's Deep? Oh man, that one gave me shivers the first time I went to the atmosphere. Like, I had heard about it before playing, but I was not prepared. I was not prepared for the way that I was gonna feel entering that atmosphere at all. Yeah, Stan Park actually does suitless runs, FYI. Oh, Giant's Deep. Oh yeah, it's such a... It is. Like, I think that after I got past, like, my initial feeling of it, I really, really like it. Like, there's something about it that I really like. But I definitely don't miss having to go through that atmosphere for the first time, that's for sure. But it was the first one that I went to. Even though I think everybody probably goes there first, because it's literally like right there on top of your planet. The first planet you see when you come to. So it's kind of like the game is just telling you, please go to Giant's Deep first. Okay, can y'all get there already? But yeah, but those are really the only ones we've gone to. We went to Attlerock. We went to Giant's Deep. And I'm pretty sure that I still have places to look at on Attlerock, because I really only went to one side of the planet. I went to the side that the... Please... Stop it. Okay. I just want to see if there even is anything to do over here. I'm not going inside of there if it looks like it's just literally a volcano. What the... Oh, I went too close. I got so confused. I was like, why in the world is this flipping me upside down? Why? Alright, but yeah, I'm confused as to how to do that, so I'm gonna go see... First of all, where the hell is the lantern? I don't want to fall straight into it. Oh, well that's actually where I'm gonna go. Close to it. I want to find... If it's Attlerock. I think it's called Attlerock. I know, right? It's like the planet you see first, technically. Not even Timberhurst. Yeah! Like, it honestly took me a while to even realize that there was another side of Timberhurst to look at. Because I just kind of wrote it off as the starting planet. Like, oh, that's just the planet. And as I started to, you know, get the gist of how traversing things was, I started to realize that, wait a second, you gotta check all the sides, because there's a lot of stuff going on. So, why do I always do that? Every time. I just... Can you please just land anywhere at this point? I'll run around the whole planet if I have to. Just please. I just I just wanted to go to it. Please. Don't bang into the other planet. I just wanna land. I just wanna land. Of course my landing gear is damaged, but I don't trust myself enough to try to fix my landing gear while in orbit. I don't trust it. Did it land? Oh, okay. Okay. I landed. Let's fix this. Oh man. You said no dying. No dying. Really? That's the in-game action that you banned? Is no dying? I went to what looked like the chill tree planet. Dark Bramble? Oh no. I haven't gone there yet and I'm terrified. I'm terrified to go there. Wait, look at these channel points. I added new channel point rewards. I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the stream. What in the world? What the? I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna go on by. Oh, there's their little thing. What is this stuff? Oh. Come on, land your feet. Okay. Yeah, I just have to add in, like, some channel points for when I do art streams. I feel like I should have, like, ones for those, since kind of two different things. This is speedrun strat. Yeah, I'm a pro here. You just didn't realize it. Esker's signal scope log. Day 48. Still not picking up Rybeck's banjo from Bitter Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I can hear their music. Day 51. Listen to Chart play for a while today. Unrelated, someone should tell Parfy and Gus their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Banjo music coming in loud and clear today. Sounds like Rybeck's doing okay. That oof, I was worried. I love Rybeck. Today I thought I heard something strange. I don't know. It was probably nothing. Day 70. No, it's back again today too. Something strange is coming from Timberhearth. Okay, I know this is crazy, but the sound from Timberhearth sounds exactly like Feldspur's harmonica. But Feldspur disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be them. It's still there, still here. This is creepy. Maybe my signal scope is broken. I'd better talk to Guinness, I guess. Okay, I guess I should equip. Oh, wait. Of course, I just bang into it. That's the type of content you're here to see. Oh yeah, I need to go hydrate too, real quick. Since he's just over here redeeming every point, because he has like 50 million. Dan, I got your joke. I both appreciate it and don't appreciate that joke. Okay, I guess we're gonna float off into space today. There was an area that I wanted to see, but right there. But it seems as though I'm not gonna see it. That's what it seems like. Will she land? That's a pretty good question. Will I? Because I'm not too sure if I will. Kinda just floating. I feel like I'm gonna overshoot and go to the sun. And that's kinda not what I want to do. Can I please? Please? We're almost there. Look, we're almost there. It's been a slow but steady one. I'm just gonna have to like not. Nope. Nope. No. No. Come on. Come on. I did it like a pro. Look at me. And look, I didn't die. But what in the hell is this? That's all I wanted to look at. It's just, what the heck is this area? It's probably absolutely nothing. But I wanted to see it. Ooh, fuel. Church research notes. Property of Church. This is an old crater. The neat thing here is that the composition of the samples I took from the impact site matches the composition of the ice on the outskirts of Dark Bramble. I'd posit the Attlerock was hit with a piece of the planet that used to be where Dark Bramble now lies. To follow up on, maybe there are more fragments of the old planet Dark Bramble destroyed on other astral bodies in the solar system. Alright, see, it was worth it. Somewhat. Not really. But kinda. See, I'm not appreciating the fact that, you know, this planet rotates like a planet should. Because, like, I was okay before. I was fine. Now look at me. Oh god, am I about to go in the sun? Okay, I just need to get on my ship. I'm leaving. Wait. I thought I died. I was 100% sure I died. I was 100% sure I died. I was like, the second I find something kind of cool, I die. Oh wait, I'm gonna leave that first. I don't want to look at anything. Oh, this is cool. What's all this? Look at that, the music started up. That happens whenever I find things. Oh wait. I've seen a couple of these symbols before. This symbol I saw in... Oh god, I have 30 seconds of oxygen left. Where's Esker? He has trees! I'm gonna die though, okay? I'm 100% going to die before I get to some damn trees. I'm gonna have to come back to stupid Owl Rock. This was a traumatic experience. All I want are some trees. This wasn't where I wanted to go! You can't die now. Is someone redeemed to disallow dying? Nope, not allowed. You want your points back. Listen, I'm assuming that ban is for 5 minutes, because that's what I thought I put, and I guess I forgot to write it. Because I can't not die for the whole game. How long do you want me to stay alive? You know who I am. You avoided suffocation for as long as I could. I just instead smashed my poor body to pieces. That's all I did. I mean, at the end of the day, which one's worse? Choking or being crushed? I don't know which one's worse, honestly. You just signal scope to find the other travelers. Yeah, I know that part. But thank you. Valkyrie! Hi, how are you? Where is this thing? Let me attempt to get back to the Owl Rock. But, hi everybody, I am Mono. We're both raids who are here. I'm Mono. I stream a variety of games. Story games, RPGs, city builders. Basically just whatever piques my interest. Okay. And I also stream art as well. Usually stream art on Wednesdays. Not usually. Wednesdays are my art day. So that's what we do. Don't mind me. I'm trying to land on the moon. Which I was struggling with for a while. Come on. Almost there. Just land. Come on. Just land. Just land. I don't care if it breaks, just land. Put the little metal feet down, please. Okay. Is she landed? I think she's landed. Okay. We're good. Okay. Sam, if you could give a shout out to Valkyrie for me. And also to Skylar and Paz. But how are you guys? Let me pause it really quick so I can see the chat. Hey Paz, how are you? Choking or being crushed depends on what you're thinking. Oh, I guess you're right. Listen, you don't understand how this was for me before y'all came trying to... Oh no, I'm gonna have to jump it. Okay, come on, just get out of the crater, please. Okay. I was struggling before you guys came. Okay, we want to go over there. To not go into zero gravity on the moon. Just really hard. We were playing some Outer Wilds today. And, yeah, I just don't know what this area does just yet. We just found this area before you guys came, so let's be fun. Also don't forget to use your up and down thrusters. That should make landing a bit easier. Yeah, I try to. I'm just not good at flying. You guys will get used to it, don't worry. Like, Sam will tell you, I mean Rare, he'll tell you, no matter how much you guys give me advice, I just suck at flying. Like, that's just a thing. It's just how it goes. Shinobi! Can you give Shinobi a shout out for me, please, Sam? No problem. My only advice was to not die. Valuable advice. I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye signal. The device's indicator rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. I see. I most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. It saddens me to posit this, my friends, but I believe we need to build a more sophisticated device if we want to find the exact location of the eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, Kasaba. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. Apparently there wasn't a solution. My advice is that playing this game without the spacesuit is technically possible, but not advisable. Technically, probably. Definitely not advisable. Thank you for shouting. No problem, and enjoy your lurk. And for anybody who is enjoying the community or wants to be a part of it, we do have a Discord, and we'll sometimes have like little community nights and art challenges and all that good stuff going on. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. Anona and those of us originally stranded on the Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. The southern glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I could construct a new building to house this proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Kanoi would enjoy that immensely. He's always held a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. Now we'll begin construction on Brittle Hollow's South Pole immediately then. Okay. Oh wow. Wow, I've seen this ruin in other travelers' pictures, but seeing it for myself, it's really old, isn't it? But wow, this is the coolest day of my life. Okay, time for some official notes. So this is some kind of Nome locator. It can point out different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way, but from what little I can understand of the writing here, I think it was built to try to find something specific. I'm not sure. I also was able to translate something about the South Pole of Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there to see if I can learn more. Yep, just gonna get back in my old ship and take off. Totally safe. Mostly safe. Oh, stars above. These poor astronauts are all terrified. Okay, so they're locators. Oh, is it gonna be like a beam or something? Takes you there? What the hell does this thing do? Where is... Okay, that's just getting me dizzy. Let's go to a different one. So what does this one do? Pretty sure I gotta figure out what each symbol means. Oh, okay, so that's the sun. So then, which one is? I'm guessing that one's the Brittle Hollow one. So then this one must be Giant's Deep. Yeah. So then that one locates Giant's Deep for you, and then oh, I had flashbacks of going to Giant's Deep just now. Having to listen to that. We're gonna go to a different one. I got so scared. I literally thought there was about to be a tornado coming to me. Oh man. That was terrifying. Wait. There's those things on this planet, on my planet too. I didn't go over there. Like, y'all saw that, right? I never went over there on my planet and saw that. There's a whole... like, I did see that part, like the middle part right there. I did go into there. But I never went to... Oh, okay, so that's the entrance to get into that part. Okay, that makes sense. Listen, this game gets you really dizzy. Every single time. It's just what it does. Alright, where are you gonna try to go to? We are not going to Dark Bramble yet, because I do not trust myself. Where is Timber Earth? I just kind of now want to see that one spot. Oh, there it is. Oh. Don't you run away from me. But yeah, how are all of you guys doing, if I didn't ask? Because sometimes I feel like I start concentrating and I forget to ask certain things. I just want to get to that one spot, hopefully without the... thought I pressed the button, and I didn't press it. Thought I did. It's like sometimes I get it right, and I'm able to fly and land so beautifully. And then there are other times. Oh man, the other times I don't. At all. It's just 50-50. 50-50 chance that I land. Every time. There we go. Alright, and where... I'm good. We're good over here. Just trying to figure out the puzzles of this land. I just am trying to learn. I hope that at some point, I'm pretty sure I will, figure out what these pads do. Because we see them on every single planet. There's always one of these. And I haven't gotten to the point yet where I know what they are. And, you know, I don't have it written in the description. But please no spoilers. Or anything like that. What's down here? Oh, okay, because I went in here the last time. I found the... Can I make it across? Yeah, so the last time that I came here, I was on the other side. And I didn't know that there was a whole little area. Is there anything to find over here? Doubt it. Oh. But at this point, with this game, I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna just look at everything. Because sometimes I think that there's nothing someplace, and then there's whole areas. Oh, wait. Alright, so... Oh, I can just go straight. Okay, good. Not trying to die from ghost matter. I've done that enough. Like... Okay, good. As long as that ghost matter ain't gonna actually kill me. That's literally all that matters to me. Oh. Guess I can't go through that log. That glitched for sure. Okay, so there's nothing over here. This is what I get for just trying to look at everything. End up going to areas that don't even matter. It was worth the check, though. Game low-key looks fun. It honestly is. Especially if you are into, like, games that make you think and have, like, some puzzles but also look really pretty. And, you know, space. That part's a big thing. But I'm enjoying it. It's kind of just one of those ones where you gotta have patience though, because you're 100% not going. I'm not gonna make that, but I'm going to try to see if. Oh no, that's all ghost matter. This I didn't notice. There's literally just all ghost matter right there. Can I? Is there anything over here? I don't know. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm gonna just do a little meditation, do a little and restart. I don't think there's anything else to find. How do you think he goes? I wonder. Hopefully he doesn't need to. I mean, technically speaking, he doesn't really he probably just used the bathroom once before he left and then just never got the chance to leave again. After that. Like or imagine he just never he didn't even get to use it before he left, and that was just it. Never used it. He just never used it ever again in his life. That was it. That's how it goes. Alright, let me see if there's anything here that'll make me think of some place to go. No. Okay. So we found a lot of stuff today. To say the least. Alright, Anome City is suspended beneath Riddle Hollow's northern glacier. The city is divided vertically into 4 districts. I found a switch in the Melt Order district that raises and lowers the Black Hole Forge. Oh, okay, so the Black Hole Forge is that thing. The Nome debated how to obtain the powerful, highly advanced warp core required for the Ash Twin project. Oh yeah, I still gotta go to the Ash Twin places. The Nome traveled to the solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They named the source of this signal the Eye of the Universe. Nome warped to the solar system in a spaceship called the Vessel. They were attempting to follow a signal from the Eye of the Universe. The vessel crashed somewhere in Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble. Okay. The Black Hole Forge is suspended below the Hanging City. I found a switch, blah blah blah. Is the highest district in the Hanging City. A Nome named Polk planned to create a new advanced warp core in the black hole. So we still have to figure out how to get up there, because I don't know how to get to the highest part just yet. We learned how to evade anglerfish, theoretically at least, by studying an anglerfish fossil they found on Ember Twin. Maybe that'll be the next place I try to go to. Maybe I'll try to go to Ember Twin. Or one of the Ash Twin ones. Constructed a temporary settlement beneath their crashed escape pod. The Nome worked together to recall an eye-shaped signal they encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was somehow older than the universe itself, and they decided to call it the Eye of the Universe. They abandoned the settlement over growing concerns about its stability because it decided to be destroyed as I walked by it. Okay, escape pods evacuating. And Dark Bramble and Snake. I knew it was Dark Bramble. I knew it. I'm gonna have to go see one of those stupid anglerfish in Dark Bramble eventually. One of the 3 Nome escape pods landed somewhere on the Hourglass. Oh, okay. So the other one's on the Hourglass Twin. So yeah, that might be the next one. One of the 3 Nome escape pods never made it out of Dark Bramble. So wait, so are they from Dark Bramble? Okay, on second thought, game might be too big brain for me. I'm a simple man. I see a block. I hit it with my head. Listen, I respect it though. I would 100% respect it. It was just funny how you said it. And we looked at that already. Blah blah blah. We did that. The Nome on Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. A Nome named Solanum landed a shuttle on the quantum moon. And landed her shuttle at the quantum moon's south pole and prepared to make the rest of the journey on foot. Visitors to the quantum moon always arrive at the south pole for reasons unknown to the Nomai. And a huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong upward gravity field. I recalled a Nome shuttle from the quantum moon. Okay. Anything else? Because I like going through this because it helps me remember all the random things that I see. Because sometimes we're uncovering so much stuff and I kind of forget. Okay, they decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow South Pole. There's a path beneath the surface that leads to the observatory. And it starts there, blah, blah, blah. Read that. There's a door to the observatory on the surface, but it's broken. And then they created device created to pinpoint sources of distant signals. The Nome were disappointed by their failure to detect a signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. Okay, now I understand why when we went to the moon, why the first one that we went to, like the first one that we tried to look at, it just kept spinning and spinning and spinning, whereas the other ones are able to locate it because they can't locate it. That's been their whole life purpose so far. Like, not even just life purpose, but their whole species purpose so far has been to find the Eye of the Universe. And they've just been failing time after time after time. Like, they just cannot do it. You'd think they'd stop. Like, you'd think they'd stop. What the hell is this? What planet is this? I don't actually want to go here, though. Are these? Oh, okay, these are the ash twins. They said that it's on one of them. So where's my signal scope? Alright, so it's on ash. Please don't go into the sun. Please don't go to the sun. I'm warning you, ship. Don't do it to me. Do not do it to me. Please don't do it to me. Like, it's a little too close for comfort. Don't appreciate it. Don't like how close the ash twins go to the sun. That's part of why I haven't gone yet. Because they go too close for my liking. I don't like it. No, I don't want to go to that one. I don't want to go to that one. I want to go to the other one. Oh, I don't like... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please. 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 Okay. Let us go the other way. I swear, I never can tell what direction I am in space. It's just... Can you stop? Can you please just, like, land or something? I'm gonna end up going to the other one first. At least that one looks like there's some land there or something. I'll go here, I guess. I don't even want to, but we're gonna go there anyway. Please, no. Don't break it. Okay. We didn't break it. We didn't break it. That's all that matters. What's the definition of insanity? Listen, wait, I didn't put my suit on. Please let me back up. Please let me back up. Why wouldn't it just let me back up any other time? It lets me back up. I spent all that time. I forgot to put my suit on. I have to do it again. Do it again. It's okay, we're gonna do it better this time because we've done it once already. I saw their hands and I knew at that very moment I messed up. See, this is part of why when I get on my ship I just automatically put my suit on, because I can't trust myself to put my suit on before I actually leave my ship. I can't trust myself to do it. Alright, where are you guys? You guys are over here. That's where we need to go. Please bypass the sun for me. That would be nice. Come on. And then sometimes when I'm going, it doesn't feel like I'm actually moving. I'm being honest. I no longer want to go to the other one because for some reason it just looks like a big ball of cement, so it scares me and I don't know what I'm gonna find in it. No! I didn't mean to do that! I didn't mean to do that! I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. I swear, the twins are jinxed. I'm jinxed with the twins. They don't want me to come. Like, I get the message. I get it. You don't like me. But you're gonna have to like me. You need to let me land. Please. I just need to land my ship on one of your planets. That's all I need to do. Like, and of course find out all your secrets, but you know, that's not a bad thing. Just let me do it, please. Alright. Where y'all at? I see y'all. Come on. We're going back. We are going to do this. We are going to do this. Even if you want to assume this is not what's going to happen, we're gonna get onto this planet. Oh no, I went too fast! Why am I going so fast? Why? Why am I going like a bullet? Even when I slow down. Why am I flying like a bullet into this planet? I don't understand. Why? You have an abusive relationship with the crowd, I see. Obviously. I am just destroying the ground, which I don't know. You know what, Sam? This is as bad as when we were on Brittle Hollow and I got sucked into the black hole and I was trying to get onto the White Hole Station and I just kept spinning for reasons I still do not understand. Like, they would not stop spinning. I couldn't stop. That's how it feels. Like, why? Like, even with autopilot, like, usually autopilot doesn't make me go so fast. I'm trying to make myself, like, slow down without going into the sun, because, you know, that's a real thing right now that seems to want to happen. Like, the sun really wants to see me, and I kind of don't want to see it. Okay, come on. We just need to get onto the planet now. I've slowed down my orbit. Alright, come on. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. Just a little closer. Come on. Easy does it. Easy does it. Okay. We did it. We did it. Do I have my stuff on? I do. We can leave. Alright. That took a lot more effort than I planned. But you know. Yeah. So what in the hell is this planet's thing? How much gravity we got up there? Okay. Okay, more weird stuff. Let's go read. Oh, it's like moving. This planet sometimes, and only sometimes, has a moon. This is also of note. It disappears if no one is watching it. Isn't that fascinating orbital characteristic? No, it is not. This is my first time encountering a natural satellite with the ability to vanish when not being watched. We should study it, or even better, we should travel there. You see, this is why they died. This is why the entire race is dead. Because of this stuff. I agree. Our first step would be determining a method to track this phantom moon so that we can always know where it is. How nice. Given its reluctance to move while consciously observed, it might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. I found your note. Mallory, kindly count me among this moon's admirers. What is happening when it disappears? I doubt it ceases to exist. Does it move to another location? I believe so. Not only does the moon appear around Brittle Hollow, I can confirm it sometimes orbits Timberhearth as well. Okay, so I guess that's that random moon that we keep seeing in different places that I don't actually want to go see. Because it scares me. So that's a satellite there. Oh, so I wonder if this is that satellite. Like, and then I have to start to remember what the names of each of these are. So this one's the Timberhearth one. This is Brittle Hollow. I don't know which one that one is yet. This one's Giant's Deep. So this is the orbital pull of everything, I'm assuming. What the hell is that thing? Eventually I'm gonna have to get on that, I'm pretty sure. Eventually I'm gonna have to figure out how to be sufficient enough at flying to reach that thing. And I know I'm not sufficient enough at flying to reach that thing. Okay, I thought that was the part that killed me. Oh, I gotta find an adventure. There must be here somewhere. Church research notes. Property of Church. Clearly, the Nome were making why can I not talk today? Observations here. They chose an excellent spot. What is this big rotating device for? What was it the Nome were observing? I posit there's something special about the orange symbol on that device. Hal and the new astronaut's translator tool would be nice to have handy about now. Oh, can you give me a little bit of fuel? I'll take anything that you give me. Alright, so let me see. You guys are far. Would that be on the planet? I think so. Probably on the other planet. Saw something flash. I got scared. Alright, so what else can we find? Oh, is that something they were gonna have to start looking for? Pretty sure that is. Oh, I think that only goes on the edge though. I wanna assume. I'm over here so nervous. Oh. Well, the distress signal's over there. But are there any adventurers on this planet? Or are they on the Ash Twin? Maybe they're on Ash. Or maybe I'm seeing something. Oh, I must be seeing the beacon. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Don't mind me. Meanwhile, there's a whole beam of light. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's a person. Alright, so we found the second escape pod. We need status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Our escape pod's passengers are frayed, but physically well, Anona. Everyone survived the crash. This is a relief, at least. You have my gratitude. Burr, were you able to find the other escape pod's distress signals? I can hear both signals somewhere in the star system, but I don't believe either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. They did not. That's for sure. Alrighty. Ugh. Hey Ness, I'm gonna go, but have a good stream. No problem. Thank you for coming by. And I hope you have a good night. We're gonna probably stop around 10. I think when this cycle dies, we'll probably end off and we'll find somebody to go raid for the night. Escape pod 2. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Launching escape pod 3. Now launching escape pod 2. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. External temperature is prohibitively high. Verdict: inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on planet surface. Not another one of these ones where we gotta go inside. See, I don't appreciate them always crash landing on these planets. They gotta go live on the inside of the planet. The heat from the star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans show is a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down there to build a long-term shelter, Anona, but these passages are a maze. Even with this danger, they are still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone. And be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. And, side note, for anybody who's been, looking at the names, Anona was, or I should say Poke from Brittle Hollow was Anona's apprentice. And Anona was the person who originally created the vessels for, their people. And Poke is now, who was on Brittle Hollow, is supposed to recreate the vessel without Anona. And I originally was saying, I think halfway through the playthrough, I was wondering if Anona was dead. But now we know that Anona's not dead. Anona was on one of the other escape pods. And that is why they don't have each other anymore. Because they are on completely different planets. So that means that everybody's kind of been sent to different places, crash landed into different escape pods. I'm assuming probably because something must have happened. And they were trying to follow the signal of the eye of the universe. And now that's why there's so many civilizations of the Nome on different planets. Because they had to find ways to live. That's what it seems like it is. I'm just over here putting my 2 cents in here. You know me. Okay. So I wonder how this one's gonna look compared to how, wow, they have a lot of stuff here. Emergency exits hatch. Mallory, we have found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we can construct a long-term shelter here. The cavern Mallory found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry, as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried by sand, and make sure no one is lost. Oh, damn. Keep moving, friends. There is nothing of interest at the end of this passage but rocks. And while these rocks are interesting, they could wait until a less urgent time. Do not follow this tunnel to its end. Cullis and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, provided we live through What the hell is back there? I don't want to see what it is. I know eventually I will. But I don't want to see what the hell is back there. I can't fight. I ain't got guns. Okay. What's over here? Of note, this passage leads to breathable air. Refill your supply tank there. We cannot tell how far or deep these tunnels may wind, but do not linger, as the area is exposed to the heat of this alien sun. Ah, gotcha. So, this tunnel gives you air, I guess, they said? Okay, I see. Refill your air supply tank and return quickly. Alright. So that area, I'm assuming, will burn you alive. Oh, I almost forgot what button I was supposed to press. Where my tank. And then this should be where the shelters are. Oh Lord, not these things again. Not these things again. Oh, that's all sand. It looks like water, but it's all sand. The path to the shelter site is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. Oh, great. Okay. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sand fall at the pit. Then turn left. Continue to the room filled with rock column formations and climb upward through the opening above them. The sand here is rising, so you must be cautious but swift. They said, walk forward until you meet the sand fall at the pit, then turn left. Continue to the room filled with the rock column formations and climb up. Okay, cool, they both was the same. So they said, keep going, then... Okay. That didn't... Okay, so they said, oh. This way? Look at me already not paying attention. Then go to the rock columns. Then climb up. Okay. This is actually terrifying to live in. I would not have wanted to land here. Then again, would I have wanted to land in any of the other ones too? No. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Mallory and I cracked it will do its job, but it isn't strong. Yeah, we can tell. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it and you'll reach the shelter site. Well, dag, how far did they gotta go? Yeah, we are piecing... Oh my god. My heat just came up. And I heard my pipes. And I swear to God, I thought that it was like a sandstorm about to come and like suffocate me in the game. I got so scared. I wonder if like I could actually use these parts to walk on. Okay. They said, oh, it's behind the sand chasm. Wait, so I gotta go behind it? Okay. I thought that stuff was gonna kill me or something. You're doing well. There's only a little farther left to go now until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry, before the sand comes. Well, damn. You're gonna make me jump all the way up there? What if my oxygen don't let me? Oh! It is rising! Oh, that's a thing! That's like a thing! Like, oh snap. What's in here though? Okay, I don't trust that. We're gonna just try to get inside first. Imagine I get inside and it's just all full of sand. Like, imagine. It is so dark in here. Oh my god, it's so dark in here. I would not want to live here, that's for sure. Is it still rising? It really is 100% still rising. I'm gonna die here, ain't I? Antler Overlook District, Stepping Stone District, High Energy Lab Trailhead. Oh snap, this thing is like really rising right now. Should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin projects? I almost can't comprehend this as being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to and everything we believe in as a species. Unsurprisingly, I disagree. We're pushing a possible new technology further than ever before. That, in my experience, is a defining characteristic of our species. Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the sun station must be built if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of the star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the sun station, no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe, if we're cautious, the sun station will work. I believe in Pi. Poke, I'm deeply honored, Idea. I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all but certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we've built it, then I won't support the station's use. You see, this is just a reoccurring factor, it seems, when it comes to this race. Like, oh lord. Oh lord. Oh no. See, this just means it's time for me to leave, because I am obviously gonna die, and I'm 100% sure that I'm not able to walk on this sand. Am I gonna really suffocate? Are y'all really about to make me suffocate in the in here with some sand? Is that really what you gonna do to me? You gonna make me suffocate on sand? That ain't cool. That ain't fun. I don't like that. Why y'all gotta do that to me? But yeah, what I was gonna say was that the overarching idea of this species is that they seek knowledge, and it's almost to a fault. Because yeah, I'm gonna die. All right, guys, it was nice seeing y'all. It was, cause I'm in the thing. It was nice knowing you all while we could. But, you know, kind of stuck now, and I'm gonna probably bash my head in because I'm trapped. So, you know, that's a thing. We're just... Oh, can I get out of here through there? Okay, so I technically can, like, walk on all of this stuff, which definitely is convenient, but it just makes it where then okay, that's weird. Other stuff gets covered up, obviously, because you can't actually see everything, which means you have to get here as fast as possible. What the hell? Oh. Yep, guess we live here now. So yeah, so if we want to be able to see everything here, we're gonna have to literally just come here first thing. And, yeah. Gravity cannon. Oh, this is where the cannon is. But yeah, they seek knowledge to a fault, to the point where, like, there even are some Nome who are just like, listen, I think this is gonna kill us all, so maybe we shouldn't do it. And they're just like, but why shouldn't we do it? Like, that's what we're supposed to do. Wrong place. Like, it would be wrong of us to say, to not try. Can I put that in there? Great. Yes, I know. Just need to get past it. Listen, all I care about is that there's no actual, like... Oh god, but the sun is literally right there. It's gonna blow us up anyway, so, I mean, what's the point? What's the damn difference? Oh no. Oh, so that's what... Oh. I get it now. I 100% understand now. Okay. So, basically, when you go to the twins, the first twin that you want to go to is Ember. Because Ember, when you first get there during the beginning of the cycle, has no sand at first. And it's basically like where you can actually explore it. Whereas on the other hand, Ash, the Ash twin one, you can't see nothing because that one has all the sand on it. So you have to go to Ember first, and then when Ember's full, then basically you might as well go to Ash because Ash is empty. There's enough sun by then. I mean, there's enough sand by then for you to be able to actually explore stuff. See, I'm kind of in love with this game as you make, like, as you find stuff. Ooh. I see a camp. Is that still the same camp from before? I know, I have... Yeah, found somebody! Watch me die right before I catch them, though. Chert! Hey, Chert! Can I get some fuel first? Where's your fuel at? I know you got some. Don't hold out on me, buddy. Okay, cool. The stars! They're all dying! There have been too many supernova for it to be anything else. We're next. Do you understand? Our sun. By Hert's name, we're next. What do you mean you're next? It's the stars you see. All the other stars are dying out. Oh, why did we have to be born at the end of the universe? And our sun, the star charts, why? Why did I want to update them so badly? I didn't have to know, but no, oh no, I had to update the star charts. I had to go looking for things I shouldn't have. And now our sun is about to... I don't feel well. I'd like to be alone, please. Oh, poor Chert. He just wanted knowledge. Look at him and all of his stuff. I like how everybody kind of like, you can see their personality though. I know you want to be alone, but I'm going to talk to you more. Found something. Why? Isn't that great? Do you know what? I found a few things myself. Most of them have to do with the sun exploding. Oh, who cares? What does it matter? Nothing matters anymore. The sun is about to go supernova, and me, all my research, my life's work, wasted. Wasted, you understand? Like, he doesn't even care. The sun's about to explode, by the way. I'm pretty sure we're about to get sucked into the sun. Probably. We're gonna just keep on talking. Poor Chert. He's on the planet closest there, too. Gotta go soon. Enjoy the rest of your stream, Mono. No problem. We're gonna end, like, once the sun goes supernova, and then we're gonna go raid Brown Girl Gamer Code. Why are the stars dying? I don't know. They're old. Far older than we realize, and now all of them are dying. What does it matter? It doesn't. It doesn't matter at all. Nothing matters anymore. What else can I read from you? Or is everything gonna say wasted? Wasted! Not as dangerous as what's about to happen to our entire solar system. Oh man, this poor guy. And I'm just over here bombarding him with dialogue. The star charts. It's all the star charts' fault. I didn't have to know, but oh no. I had to update the star charts. I had to go looking for things I shouldn't have. Oh man, I feel bad for him. I'm gonna leave you alone. Oh, this poor guy. He's so upset. He really went looking for star charts and he got what he looked for too much. He really does need a hug. In all honesty, every single astronaut that we found on different planets just desperately needs a hug. Because you have Chert, who looked at all the star charts and realized that everything's going supernova. Then you had Gabbro, who just was kind of chilling on a hammock in Giants Deep, just like, yeah, we're stuck in a time loop, right? You've been noticing I've just been dying a bunch of times. I've died like so many times. Some of them have been real interesting. We're gonna die again. Let's just meditate. And then you have Ryback, who's just like, I just really wanted to, what was he, like archaeologist, and he was just like, I just needed things for our museum, so I had to go out. I don't even like space. I'm terrified of space, but I'm here. Like, I'm surprised I'm alive. Like, and then you have Esker, who's just kind of like an old guy sitting on his rocket chair on the moon, lonely. Like, please don't leave. Please don't. I miss everybody. Just stay here with me. Well, last marshmallow before we die. It was nice knowing you, Chert. There we have it. But we're gonna save. We're gonna go raid Brown Girl Gamer Code. But I think we did a decent amount. So next time we come back, we're gonna try to discover whatever we can about the Hourglass Twins. That's, I think, what we're going to do next Friday. We're going to do those two, because I cannot figure out anything else to discover in Brittle Hollow yet. I'm pretty sure that, like, eventually I'm going to end up going back to Brittle Hollow and Giant's Deep, because I'm going to probably find something on a different planet that's going to, like, make it where I could go back. But at the moment, I can't. So we're going to go over to the Hourglass Twins, because they keep talking about the Ash Twin Project. So that's what we're going to do next week. So let me set up this raid. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for, coming in, hanging out with me, and following and all that good stuff that you guys do. Like I said, we have a Discord if you'd like to be a part of the community. Every month, at the end of the month, we do a community game night now. That's going to start. And we are doing community art challenges for anybody who's an artist or just likes art, because you don't have to necessarily be an artist to be part of it. It's just kind of a fun thing to make sure we're all being creative and having something to enjoy together. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, for following, for all of the raids. I appreciate all of it. And we will be back on Monday. And yeah, on that note, let's do this raid. And I will see you next week. So, peace.